keeping Pangolier low. Beam, keep spamming it. He's very low, but they didn't get any of the kills on the top lane.
Well, here we go. Draft ready for game 2. Fly to Moon 1-0 up in this best of 3. Out goes the Oracle, the Ember Spirit. And we'll see where they head. Moving on from this, so they take out the Rubik very, very quickly there. Good respect ban out up against Aloha Dance. FTM banning out Lycan. So not wanting to deal with any of these push strats.
They banned out Drow Ranger in the previous game.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. And what else are you afraid of here? In that first phase, Batrider, General's classic hero gone. I honestly would kind of like to see them ban out Pangolier. Focus on General a little bit, because he has been exceptionally good on this FTM side. Still opting for the Earthshaker, though. Another thing in that draft, Bounty Hunter never felt like he had a place. Laning stage was decent, got a pretty quick earn. But then if you don't get those track kills and you don't get the snowball going, he just doesn't start team fights. He doesn't offer you too much apart from continuing that gold influx.
I could understand their draft. Like Luna gets Helm's Dominator, Dragon Knight. We have a beefy frontliner that gets into your face, extra creep, whether it's aura or whether it's another stun, and they just run at people. With the track, it's a lot of chaos. They have enough tower damage to keep the momentum going, but all these pieces never came together.
And where do we go for Viking? Is it first pick Grimstroke again? Is Kotl? They could... Okay, Pangolier. So we could go... No SD. No Oracle, no Rubik. Do we still want to see these Keeper of the Light openers? Are you a fan of that?
I'm fine with Kotl. You just need to have a good combo, any kind, like a Dragon Knight, whether it's Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit's banned out. Ember Spirit's just banned out in every single game.
Yeah. I mean, DP Kotl's not that bad. Gives you really nice control around towers, get the Exorcism onto the objective, Will-O-Wisp to zone people out, suck them in with a Hypnotize, silence them with an AoE from Death Prophet.
They might be thinking about Grimstroke, yeah. It's always good against Pangolier.
There's a pretty solid block pick as well. Don't let Viking have the Pango Grim together on their side.
You're still not revealing anything. That Prophet could be played as position 5, even though I'm not a big fan of it. It's still doable. Win some of the games. I wouldn't say that it's a Dead Prophet who won you the game, but if somehow you don't lose the laning stage, she's going to have much more influence than other position 5s.
It also leaves Viking in a weird spot now. Oracle, Rubik, Earthshaker, Phoenix, Shadow Demon, and Grimstroke gone. What supports are they going to pick? Like, do they have to go Kotl themselves? Do they have to try and build a draft around Keeper of the Light? Do they go... Enchantress is out there. And they are very solid with the Enchantress for Celery. I don't think I've seen them play Chen recently, which used to be one of their really strong go-to heroes. But Enchantress against Grimstroke, you've got pretty good pressure with, in a Pango lane, potentially.
Yeah, you also dispel the Inkswell. So you kind of shut down the Grimstroke. The only spell you're afraid is Stroke of Fate, and here it is.
Yeah, I think, honestly, they were like running out of options. I think Enchantress is still a very solid one for them. Gives them some lane domination as well, potentially. So Flight to Moon still very flexible with the Death Prophet. You don't know where she's heading. Pangolier, similar story for Viking on the other side. But very likely here the Enchantress and the Grimstroke are going to be your 2 position 5s.
They banned out Bloodseeker, which says this is a core Pangolier.
Oh yeah, that's true. Good point. Does it indicate anything else? Like, are we thinking, Slark pick or anything like that?
Possibly. Even though Fly to Moon, they love to pick Slark for themselves if it's a good Slark game. VTune really knows how to play the hero.
Oh, what can we ban up against Aramis? Like, if you've got Ench for Celery and your support pool is looking really, really lacking right now. We've seen a bit of Weaver 4 here and there. Get rid of the Nature's Prophet. That's a solid all-round ban, honestly.
Void Spirit is still in the pool. I think this hero will be contested in the second picking phase.
What do you feel about Nyx for Viking? You don't really have a setup stun.
I don't know about Nyx. It just feels that he does much less than other position 4s. I mean, I'm fine if you run it as position 5. Whew. That Prophet with Undying. That's going to be a lot of damage.
That's going to be huge. And the save from Soul Rip as well. So much just nonsense flying at you, zombies and ghosts. All over the place.
Bring out that Gyro. I want to see Gyro or Medusa for Viking. Medusa is once again popular as the hero. Not necessarily right now, but as maybe your last pick or just the fourth pick. If that's a core Pangolier, you need position 4 with some kind of a stun, I would say. Tusk is one that comes to my mind, but then he can't use the Snowball if he's leashed by Grimstroke ulti.
It already feels like Viking have like been drafted into a box by Flight to Moon, honestly. All these bans, the Grimstroke snag. Going back into the Undying, they showed how powerful this hero can be in that laning stage in game 1. And he's still not sure where that Death Prophet's going, so you can't even get your lane matchups where you want them to be.
They're really thinking this through.
Well, that's going to be your position 4, I guess. Unless they swap things around, and the immediate Phantom Lancer pick. Witch Doctor hates playing into PL. There is a Leshrac out there.
You're very squishy with this lineup. Pangolier, Enchantress, Witch Doctor. A lot of single target abilities. And once again, good call from you, Gary.
Yeah, it's like I did a sharp inhale of breath there. Like I said Leshrac, and I just went, like, I know. It's really scary. It is really scary. If you get soulbound up and caught out by the PL, like the whole Leshrac versus PL thing kind of goes two ways, right? Yes, Lesh has that big AoE damage. You can clear through illusions, catch him with a stun.
But if you have no mana, then you can't use your spells, and then you're just another hero with the ability to die.
You're just a range creep.
What do they need? They need a carry that deals well against the Phantom Lancer.
AM now gone. Yikes. I mean, Pangolier and Pango and Leshrac deal with the PL, right? That's their job. Enchantress, Witch Doctor have to deal with the Grimstroke, the Undying. So they need a hero, like they need a kind of a tanky hero who doesn't soak up too much farm from the Lesh and the Pango. It doesn't feel like they can go for one of the heavy position ones.
If they want to put Lesh on the side lane, they could get like a different kind of a mid. Dragonite's still available. I think it's also a hero that Fly the Moon could pick. I just love 9th, 10th pick Dragonite. I also love 2nd or 1st phase Dragonite.
Any phase Dragonite. God, this is so difficult. Phantom Assassin. Well, gap close onto the DP. That's pretty nice. She's got Cleave, can buy Battle Fury. But I'm kind of hoping she goes for the faster, you know, like Desolator build, go for early tempo here.
Yeah, I've seen that quite a lot in high MMR games. They tend to go for Deso. And you can always switch like back to Battle Fury, even though it's not like the greatest idea, but you have 25% cleave on level 15.
Yeah, exactly. So now we find out, does General take the DP? Or is that an Iceberg hero for mid? It looks like they want a teamfight starter, like Beastmaster here would be great for me, honestly. Vision from the Hawk, double Roar, a hero to play with a Grimstroke or the Undying really nicely. It's like almost a save with the Roar to try and keep DP out of danger.
Or I know that they also played Dead Prophet on position 3 and then put something else on a mid lane.
Like
it's once again a good Storm Spirit game, yeah.
It really is, isn't it? That's probably what they're thinking right now. Like, hey guys, we can just go Storm again and annihilate these kids. But it does leave them a little lacking in the stun department, it feels. Like, Grimstroke and Storm are going to be your only real control in a team fight. Lina? Not seen her in a while. We were talking about her not too long ago. Very squishy, very susceptible to getting gap closed. Iceberg Lina.
I expected, a bit disappointed. You can hear it in my voice. I expected something else. I don't think Lina is a game-winning hero ever. But it's a burst damage, and they're going to swap General to position 3. Like, you don't have any reliable stun. You don't have a way of initiating a fight. So, like, this lineup will be more counter-reactive and just grouping up, going as 5.
Yeah,
I prefer
very
Vikings lineup
playing
in
around
this
the
one.
DPLT. Like, Viking don't have any cooldowns at all. Like, they are all low cooldown ability heroes. Rolling Thunder really the only one that they might have to wait for. Soulbind is going to be big this game, though. Laguna Blades, Lances, Spirit Siphons, Soul Rips. All sorts of good stuff. What's the Lina Lesh mid matchup like? Does Lina just win that lane?
Yeah, I'm going to say 60-40 for Lina. You outrange the Lash, and Lash can't really land a stun on you. But you can land a stun on Lash.
Yeah, like you just click, right? You just 0-1-1 build, Light Strike Array. Even if you miss the Lash, you can secure a range creep and then just click, click, click. Take down that Lash's HP. Witch Doctor and Ench, they're okay at rotating and coming into, you know, collapse onto mid lane, but nothing amazing by any means. And here we go, game 2, the Shad Phantom Assassin, showing off all the shiny golden relics there.
Last match is PA, 21-4, that's a good sign.
That is a good sign. Death Prophet for General, no relics whatsoever, a little bit disappointing, but nevertheless, here we are, Viking, currently 1-0 down up against Fly to Moon. Aramis on the Witch Doctor heading up towards top, as Boom Lesh will be facing off against the Iceberg Lina in that mid spot. PA and Ench for Shad and Celery bottom lane. General with Aloha Dance, your DP Grim. Always want to fly Undying. He's going to swing bottom lanes to secure some bounty runes. Leave V-Tune alone top on the PL. As Toby taking a little while to leave the fountain, but he will get out there. Iceberg 22 Lina, sorry crazy.
I mean, that's a
last pick Lina.
Last pick Lina. Seems like his guys, this is my game. I know how to play Lina, trust me. Just pick it for me, I'll do the rest. Like the only, I mean, Lina against Phantom Assassin and Pangolier, she needs to be careful about Pangolier's Rolling Thunder. I don't think PA will be blinking aggressively in the first like 15 minutes on top of Lina.
Yeah, like her only save is Soul Rip, right? There's nothing to actually save Lina outside of that. We'll see how things go, though. Bottom bounty runes should be in the hands of Fly to Moon. Shad considering that movement forward. Doesn't want to go down the staircase though. And Phantom Lancer tries to sneak one away, but Toby will grab it for the 2 for 2. Lance first for Phantom Lancer, dealing with a swashbuckle from Toby, trading hits pretty evenly there between the two of them. Undying will come join him.
Aramis with Boots of Speed on Witch Doctor.
And one set of tangos. Interesting. Still not leveling anything up either.
Well, maybe he wants to pull the second wave. That is when you get the boots. Okay, so Toby will be the one picking up the... Makes sense. Like, I was wondering why he would buy boots, because this lane, like, you don't really need to run from something, so that's one of the reasons why, and then you bring some extra regen after.
Man, this mid lane, Iceberg is just whacking away at Boom, but early point in Lightning Storm here. You know, we've seen a lot of lashes go into this now, secure some CS, and get some good trade back with that harassment. Also set up for that split earth potentially onto Iceberg if he gets a little bit too aggressive.
There's a lot of denies, and a lot of miss CS, and a lot of miss stuns on top of that. That's the second one that I caught.
Well, Boom's still doing reasonably well. Shad bot lane is having a pretty rough time regen-wise. General spamming out the Crypt Swarms.
You get what you deserve.
Don't have a salve or anything here, so just gonna have to be the tangos going for them. Still 7-1 for the PA. Keeping that farm going. Light Strike Array mid. Iceberg's going to have to salve up soon. Working his way towards bottle, which is very close to.
Usually we don't see those fast bottles anymore. Since runes are spawning at the 4-minute mark, you just buy some mangoes and extra regen, but if he can get the bottle after these 2 creeps, that's going to be big.
Definitely should be.
Whoa, look at it go.
Toby getting chased out. Always want to fly, held back by the cask. As the pull across from Aramis not quite going to work out. Lane still looking pretty good for FTM.
It's a tough lane for them on the top lane. Always want to fly, will secure another lane for V-Tune.
Yeah, very nicely done. Does need to consider pulling across this next wave though, as things have pushed a little too far forward here, and V2 not in the best of positions to continue farming. And Lesh now leading in that mid lane. Iceberg not trading as effectively as maybe he would have wanted. Does have a full wave coming in towards him though. 45 seconds until the rune spawns up, and he'll need that for the bottle refill very, very desperately. General down south, 13-1. Farming very nicely on this Death Prophet. Celery trying to keep tabs on Aloha Dance, but the dive in under the tier 1. And Chant to slow down General. Spirit Siphon comes back onto Celery, and the Inkswell connecting. First Blood's going to go the way of FTM as Celery falls, and they might even think about finding Shad. And Creep Wave is about to drop. Top lane, even more decay stacks up for Always Wanna Fly, 16. As he salves himself back up to almost full.
Oh,
he did make a move on him though. He is dead now. The cask bounced back onto that Maledict. Should all but secure his life. Mango Soul Rip maybe? Ooh, this is going to be a bit tight.
I don't think it's worth it. He's going to die anyway.
He still does drop. Oh, he'll be able to come back into lane.
Lash with the haste rune. Man, Lean at 21 against 19, but look at the levels.
Yeah, I was just about to say, but the thing is, Boom is going for a solo kill here. All the Edict is going onto the creep, and it is only level 1. But yeah, Lena very nearly level 6, right? So 3/4 of a level ahead of that Lash.
Seems like Boom wants to steal their bounty. Yeah?
Don't let Lena refill the bottle.
Take that.
This is how you win lanes, and Grimstroke couldn't get close. Celery was
Oh, the
already
body
in the
blocks.
range.
That range creep in front of him, but now the turnaround. Boom is still here to try and get a kill on Aloha Dance, but it's a 1-for-1 regardless of what happens now. Shad's coming with a jump in, Phantom Strike, and the dagger to slow General down. Spirit Siphon with 8-1 charges and a Fairy Fire. Surely can't be dead here. I'll even turn to give them another Crypt Swarm in return. And Toby has actually fallen top lane. Aramis and Toby getting a little bit too big for their boots up there.
Always on a fly, doing his job. Once again, providing everything V2 needs in the laning stage. Some kills, like he was left with 50 HP. They did not bring him down.
Where's this 6-minute rune spawning? Both of the supports, Celery and Aloha Dance, by the way, TP mid to refill the bottles of their mid laners. Boom is still not level 6 though. And bottom Arcane Rune, Iceberg is going to try and wander himself down there. He's got level 3 Dragon Slave, this Light Strike array. Celery, he denies the rune right in front of him as Aramis dies up top. V2 takes him down.
That feels so bad, taking Arcane Rune from Lina. At least for Lina.
Especially when she was using all the bottle charges just to go and pick it up and grab it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So now Lash with the full bottle advantage. Pinging out the Lina. Celery Centaur coming forward. Iceberg makes the long walk back. Now a bit of a weird kind of quietening down of the laning stage. PL continues free farming top, but the PA bottom, Shad's still doing an exceptional job keeping that CS coming in. Centaur stomp off the back of a cask. A lot of damage as they do land the Split Earth, and that magic damage onto Iceberg shreds the Lina. That's why it is so problematic. Whoa. They do get the trade though. Lashrak destroyed by Aloha Dance and this Undying, as always want to fly TP'd in.
He definitely didn't expect this much damage. Now Aloha Dance will be getting some XP, and on the bottom lane, that Prophet is about to hit level 6. This wave and half of the other one is going to be enough. I want to see rotation on the bottom lane. They need to play around this exorcism.
You said the words, I want to see a rotation. Iceberg, TP top, landed Light Strike array, and just Laguna bladed them down. Bottom, they do rotate in onto General. He's got 1 charges and Spirit Siphon, but this impetus damage and the chase from the little golems should be able to bring down General quite simply. And Shad, maybe thinking about the secondary target here, could look to jump on Aloha Dance, but it's a little too deep for his liking.
Keen Optic picked up by Phantom Lancer. You give that to your Lina. Extra cast range, extra mana regen. She's gonna be using stuns much easier. Poor man's shield, you trade that with Lina. Listen here, bro. We're gonna trade those items, send them in 3, 2, 1 so no one can steal it. I don't know if you've ever done that, if you're playing on Friends with Discord, on Discord. Like, send it right now. And then you just click it.
Send it right now. Get into the stash. Click it quickly. Make sure you get the item. Boom, invis here off a rune. Always want to fly. Sees him with a sentry ward. Puts the tombstone on the high ground. He's still going to get stunned up and shredded. Shad has fallen elsewhere as General. Getting a kill down south. Always want to fly does fall, but the chase is in. V2 looking with the help of Iceberg to zap down the Shrek and then get it quite simply. Aramis into the Roshan pit, but this Phantom Lance is not done just yet. Thinking about jumping forward aggressively with a backup of Lina, but Toby and Aramis able to walk it off. And bottom lane, what happened down there?
Caught him on the very edge. Keen Optic play coming through. That Prophet, ulti is used, but they
killed the
didn't
PA.
get anything. They killed the PA?
Yeah, they killed the PA.
Okay,
at the same time as that Lashrak was going into the dire jungle, they killed the PA at exactly the same time.
My observance skills are not that great. I was just focusing on Lina, and Undying was very pleased to see that Undying is almost level 6 before 10 minutes, which is surprising. Like, he's good to go.
Yeah, he's ready. Level 3 Soul Rip, let's go. Boom, working on that Yule Scepter slowly but surely. As Iceberg's Lina, 1600 gold saved in the bank. Starting to wonder where she's heading.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Unfortunate. They try to make a play. They smoke. If rune spawns on the bottom lane,
Radiant's bottom
Lashra
tower
goes for
is
the
under
rune.
attack.
He would get stunned by
Dire's
Lina,
top
and
tower
it
is
should
under
be a
attack.
death of Lashrak. No
Dire's top tower has fallen.
raindrops, like he used all of them already. Top tower taken by Pangolier. He's going for fast Spirit Vessel, which is a great item. One of my favorites, one in this patch, on top of Heaven's Halberd.
Super good against the DP.
Dire's
Undying
structures
and
are
the
fortified.
DP. You're
Yeah.
correct.
TP's down to bottom lane. General. Exorcism in 28 seconds. Grimstroke's here. It looks like Iceberg Lina maybe going to be wandering down there as well. Now, Iceberg still has 2,500 gold saved up. Lacoste, what is he buying?
Does he want to go for Shadow Blade? I don't know. I just feel like Yule Scepter is always the best choice on Lina for setting things up, having a save 2 minutes now. Like, we'll stop with the all chat, otherwise we're gonna be having a 5-minute pause. I'm gonna sip on some tea, Gary.
Oh, yeah. I'm just wondering, the Boots of Travel, Lina, are those days dead now ever since the changes to bots? I feel like we just don't see the item anymore.
No, it's the best item if you want to throw the game.
Well, that's what Iceberg's considering right now. Do I throw the game? I mean, really, outside of Yule Scepter, the only other option we've really seen consistently is that Ether Lens build. But I think he would have gone for that by now already. PL well on his way towards the Yasha. It looks like he's going to go Yasha into Diffusal Blade after, not opting for the Manta Rush or the Diffusal Blade Rush, so going for this kind of stopgap item, get the Yasha to increase his farm speed a little bit. Pretty nice little thing to pick up. PA over on the Radiant side has treads queued up again, so going for double treads, obviously.
2 feet. Need to get 2
feet,
boots.
2 treads. Yeah, you need those booties.
I think it's much better if he goes for Deso this game, so that she can fight with the team. And you have a 15 talent, 25% cleave, which is going to help you against PL and the illusions. This way you threatened kills on these supports who really don't have that much armor.
Toby doesn't even have boots, does he? Like, you said he was going for a fast Spirit Vessel. I didn't quite realize what you meant.
Yeah, it's that fast.
Damn. I mean, what? Yeah, he's like 300 gold away from it. Where's he TPing? Is he TPing down bottom lane? He is. So that's Witch Doctor Pango setting up bot. PA Ench sitting near mid, farming away in jungle camp. Boom can TP bot in a couple of seconds if need be. In fact, the entirety of Viking can.
With these 2 heroes, Witch Doctor and Pango, they can kill at least one of the heroes on the bottom lane.
No way for Undying to rotate there either. No TP in his inventory. 1 in stash, which he needs to get delivered out. I mean,
rotation from Undying.
Boots,
You're making me laugh, Gary. No boots Undying making a rotation.
He's got win place, Lacoste. He's so speedy. Poor always want to fly. 751 net worth at 10 minutes. You were saying, you were glad he's level 6. I guess this is the price you pay.
Yeah, you can't have both. Like, you can't have boots and have high level on this hero.
It's impossible. What's Ench up to? Boots up. Pretty selfless hero, Celery. Witch Doctor going for Veil. Is that real? Witch Doctor rushing, sorry, not just going for, but rushing Veil.
Did he buy anything?
I mean, he has the Bassi.
It's a very expensive item. Like, the only magical damage that they have is Lashrak, so I don't think it's that great of an idea. Pangolier is mostly physical, same goes for PA. Lash has Edict, mixed damage. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's the best item here.
Yeah, it feels a little bit odd.
It gives some nice stats, but you know, recipe is very expensive. It's 1.1k gold.
Yeah, exactly. Like it used to be really good against PL back when you could use Veil on PL and his illusions, and it would show you which is the real one. But it hasn't done that in a long time, right?
I just feel like Veil is dead since it's not being built from null tallies anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't have a nice build-up. Lena does have the Yule Scepter queued up, so it looks like Iceberg has finally decided to go for the natural, normal route of itemization. What's going on, Flighter Moon? Fix your headphones. In general, that poor catapult's going to die before he can really do too much down here, isn't it? Over 20 seconds, yeah, almost 30 seconds until Exorcism as well.
I feel bad for General. He should die here. Like, he waited 3 minutes, and now you're gonna die. I never liked the pauses in-game. It can, you know, change things a lot.
Takes you out of the rhythm.
It does. Like you, especially when there's a Roche fight, if you don't have it written down, most of the teams do, of course, but you might feel like, yeah, this happened, we killed Roche 5 minutes ago. But you actually did a minute ago.
Good tower pressure there from General, but like you said, he does die. They bring a number of heroes down south, trying to jump and catch Aloha Dance on his way out. Dagger forward, try and give them the vision. They do have an Inkswell here. Aloha Dance trying to retreat away to his tier 1, but Aramis should be able to connect with the cask, and Shadzi, Phantom Strike in, secures themselves a kill. So 2 kills off the back of that tower defense bottom lane, and potentially the option here for Viking to go for one of their own. They did commit a lot of heroes down here, but General has already respawned and he's straight back down south. So no chance there for Viking.
Pango got a kill.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That means Urn of Shadows charge is there, and now upgraded the Spirit Vessel. Problem is, Flight of Moon, they can't start a fight. That's the problem that we've been addressing during the pick phase. Like, what do? You need to either bait with someone and you don't have the best save. The only save you have is a Soul Rip. Or you can use Yule Scepter aggressively. Then your Lina doesn't have a defensive ability anymore.
Yeah, I thought they were going to go smoke there with the Grimstroke Lina. You know, Yule's is done. They have a smoke over on Aloha Dance. But he just comes in to refill the bottle. They like you're saying, they don't want to go and aggressively hunt for kills because they're a little bit afraid of how squishy this Lina is. And they still need time for V-Tune to get into that Diffusal Blade in the period of the game where Phantom Lancer feels strong enough to actually go and meet his opponents in battle. And they will smoke and connect with the General and always want to fly now. It should be an easy kill on Celery if they find him, but that's not the target they want. PA and Lesh have both been farming very deep in this jungle. That's what Iceberg and Aloha Dance are looking for.
Whatever you can.
Celery. Tagged by the Light Striker Ray. Don't even need the Laguna Blade, so Iceberg manages to hold on to it for the next target.
Courier has been killed.
Always on a fly. Like, I got this one, guys. I'm taking the courier.
Punch the courier. Toby cutting through the trees off to the east. He's hiding away. Aramis and Boom taking top outpost. They've got a decent creep wave to come and push into that tier 2 top lane, but PL is there ready to farm it up. They have just shown though, like PL has just TP'd top right, and this is something that Viking will have seen, so maybe they could start a fight down bottom lane in a 5v4.
V2 knows, like Aramis is like, man, I can't believe he just sent an illusion on me, scouting us out.
Is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
It looks like Viking are just going to leave that bottom tower to die. PA off on the left-hand side, going straight into Desolator like we both wanted.
Yeah, look at positioning from Flight of Moon on the bottom lane. They are very spread. They know that Pango is missing on the map. He did not show for a very long time. General takes the last hit on the tower.
He does indeed. What's he heading into? Yule Scepter for him. So they're going to have double Yules. Fly to Moon. Storming towards the mid lane. They really do want to try and catch a kill on this Leshrac, but he's got a Yule Scepter of his own now.
It's very hard to itemize against Viking GG's lineup. Like, if you think about it, they have pure damage, they have mixed magical and physical.
Tower is under attack.
General, he's in.
Oh, they're trying to catch Celery. Yule Scepter up from Boom. Delays the chase, but Celery looks like another Dragon Slave here. Should be able to catch him out. Iceberg's going to Yules him up. Do you need to Light Strike Array this? Well, okay, you'll do it anyway. The jump in, though, onto the back lines of FTM. General blown up, but the Soul Bind's there. Death Ward down, bouncing it on to always want to fly. Good damage, but not enough to kill him off. So the 1-for-1 with a buyback from the Enchantress. Now the high ground held as Iceberg and Aloha Dance looking for the wraparound. Viking smoked up and going deep. The Phantom Lancer. Oh, hello, goodbye. V-Tune walks on by. Aloha Dance. He's completely caught out, though. Out in the open, all alone. And Boom with Toby will quite happily grab his life.
Phantom Lancer had a good laning stage. He's farming quietly. We did not talk about him. He dodged the gank, didn't die a single time. And now he's getting closer to the Fusel Blade. Just 500 gold away.
That's when this Phantom Lancer is going to be huge. It seems FTM doing a great job keeping V-Tune in these very prominent positions. As always on a fly, safeguarding his own triangle. Getting tagged by the Swashbuckle now, the Spirit Vessel in. Always on a fly, trying to kill himself off to Ancients, but that's not going to work out. Celery and Toby making short work of the Undying.
This should make my life easier.
Boom, walking straight up high ground. A little bit risky.
I see Boots of Travel queued up on Lina. I'm not liking it. I think you need to get defensive item, one more. Or you build like assassin type of a hero, get Shadowblade.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures
Like
are
once she farms Aghanim Scepter, double Laguna Blade with the Grimstroke, that's gonna be how they come back. I'm not saying they're you know far behind Viking GG, but Viking GGs are the one who are controlling the map right now. And you can see tower into a smoke. They are in the driver's seat. Phantom Assassin with the freshly bought Deso. If they get a kill or two, they might just easily go into Roche.
Oh, Aloha Dance. May now know there's an Observer Ward somewhere in this area. Did get hit
There
up
it
by
is.
that Yule Scepter.
Kill into Roche. You
There
have
it
the
is.
timings. Your Lash Diabolic Edict is gonna be much stronger with the Deso on the towers
And a
as
regen
well.
rune for
And
Boom.
Fly the Moon, they know.
Fly to Moon. Level 1 Tombstone, not the best. Will go inside the pit though and give them a little bit of vision now as Iceberg moves in with a Light Strike Array onto Toby. Good damage on the Shad as well, but Roshan's about to fall. No way to jump into the pit as General with the Spirit Siphons and the Ghost flying out towards Celery, but the Light Strike Array is off the mark as Iceberg unable to stick on a target and the Death Ward's down and Death Prophet will join them in the ground. Shad chasing back the Phantom Lancer as Toby's little Rolling Thunder doing very little, but it's the
V-Tune's
PL
dead.
caught by Boom. Dead as V-Tune, completely isolated. The rest of his team nowhere to be found. Laguna Blade does take that Pangolier down. But Roshan now in the hands of Viking. Aegis of the Immortal grabbed up as well.
They didn't even manage to kill Phantom Assassin. I know Phantom Lancers that they love to get hood when you're playing into Leshrac to make yourself a lot tankier. He just finished the Fusel Blade, has BKB queued up. It's also one of the ways to deal with Leshrac, but there's still Edict. Okay, thank God. Iceberg swapping, going straight into Aghanim Scepter. He realizes that they need damage right now. He can't afford to go full greedy mode. Oh, also very nice item picked up.
Very nice. Grove Bow.
Yeah.
Let's see if they give that to Lina. I'm looking at Aramis and his builds, honestly. I'm just going to watch this Witch Doctor for the rest of the game. Veil, Necro Book. Funny times.
Great synergy. You use Veil, you amplify magic damage, they kill the red Necro book unit, and it's increased by 20%, 600, so it's gonna be 720. Quick and easy
Powerful.
math.
Very powerful.
Math.
Math. Math. And where are we heading with Shad, Celery, and Boom? Along that tree line, Toby just swashbuckling forward towards that bottom rune spot. 10 minutes for 10 seconds for bounties to spawn. 10 minutes? Idiot caster. Aloha Dance is still getting chased down. Boom, not quite going to have the Yule Scepter range, but they found always want to fly on the high ground anyway. And there we have the Yules into Split Earth. Down go the two FTM supports. And the bounty rune is going to be claimed and gathered up by Viking. V-Tune is trying to find any room on the map that he can. Heading into a BKB next. This is one of the kind of rough things, right? If you don't go Hood on PL against Lesh, and you go Yash at Diffusal Blade, you kind of have to go BKB if you get behind.
He's not close to a BKB. They need to be afraid of this snowball potential from Viking right now. Phantom Assassin just needs like 700 gold to finish her BKB, and is gonna be level 15 in the next minute and a half. So the cleave talent is gonna be great against PL. Toby's doing a lot, like using swashbuckle. He understands that there's no like real stuns. They can't just stun him, so he can go in, fish for some info. He is very tanky at the moment.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Lina, full Aghanims.
Alright, here we go. Shad Aegis, 1 minute 30 until it expires. Fly to Moon looking to defend their tier 2 mid. As V-Tune getting free reign of that top area of the map, no one really stopping him. But FTM just have to keep dropping these objectives, letting Viking take what they want wherever they want it. And now Toby getting close to the Greaves, full mech arcanes. And a smoke up with him and Witch Doctor. Where are they heading?
I noticed we love to use term like full Aghanim Scepter. You never say like he has half Aghanim Scepter or he has half mech. You do?
He's halfway. Yeah, he's halfway towards Ags. He's halfway towards mech.
Yeah, towards, but you never say he has like half of the mech.
Okay. What? I don't know about that. If he has like, you know, headdress and like if he has headdress and chainmail but no recipes, he's got half the mech. He's got half a mech, you know. It's not the full mech. He's got half of it. And he yawls up onto the PA Aegis. What is it? A couple of seconds, not too long. Aloha Dance has been destroyed, but General has found a kill on Aramis. Quickly turned around on by Shad and Celery though, taken out by the Impetus damage. And Iceberg's just running and hiding. They've killed off the Undying. And it looks like Fly to Moon just going to have to retreat and again let Viking take control of this map.
Phantom Lancer still needs 1/3 of BKB.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Viking probably not considering high ground right now. Tier 2 top, easy objective. Get some more vision down here as well. Celery walking around with obs and sentries. Plenty of space to get some good high ground vision down.
Illusion.
What's V-Tune doing? V-Tune just doppelgangering in the jungle.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
PL is just chilling. Oops. What is he doing? Is he trying to get onto high ground?
What are you doing? That's the question. Why are you dropping stuff? Like, are you angry, Gray?
No, you know, like cats when they push something off the edge of a table. That's me.
Yeah.
I just like seeing how things fall.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Fly Moon, they're in a tough spot. Like you can't start a fight. You're waiting. If you pop Exorcism, this is your like, yeah, we need to fight. But then what? So you need to be counter-reactive, what Viking is doing, and you don't have a saving hero. Like, I'm fine with having those kinds of lineups. where you can bait with a certain hero and just save him, and then the fight starts. That's not the case here.
And if Shad catches a glimpse of any of your squishy heroes, these support backliners, they really don't stand a chance.
Dire's
Lifesteal
top
over
tower is
Cleave
under
at
attack.
15. BKB Deso for Shad. A smoke up from FTM. They're coming out of their shell. Oh, the smoke pops on Celery and the Wolf scouts them. The Enchantress is gone. General TPing to the top tier 2. Exorcism popped as they give chase. FTM, they've got V-Tune on the front lines, but in comes Toby with the TP onto the outpost. Aramis is about to fall. The Witch Doctor's down, and Toby still completes that
He
TP.
TP'd in.
I don't know why, I don't know how, but he's swashbuckled down to the low ground now, but the Laguna Blade from the high ground, Iceberg zaps him down, and Celery's going to be the third one, pummeled into the ground, Viking bleeding out, a Yule Scepter up and a Light Strike away to follow. Ooh, Iceberg, it's on cooldown, but it's got it now. An Enchantress, the third casualty, dead for 70 seconds now, as Lash and PA both bailing away from that fight. They lost the Witch Doctor, and I'm surprised Toby completed that TP, honestly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
2 10-second BKBs on both cores of Viking. Still didn't decide to take a fight. Like, they pop the Exorcism. If you don't need to take a fight, you will gladly back off. There's no vision for Dire in Radiant jungle, but they're playing the bottom part of the map right now, so they need to put some sentries and observer wards. Also, I would love to see, like, Grimstroke, he has the perfect item and opportunity to get the Aghanim Scepter. You're playing against PA, I don't think you need a Force Staff. You have Philosopher's Stone, you have a cast range from Ether Lens. Like, just use that strength of a PA against them. It's a magic immune illusion. You can create 2 actually. You don't care about the second one. If they're soul-binded. Do you say soul-bind?
Soulbound.
Bound? Alright. Soul-bound. That makes
Radiant's
sense.
bottom tower is under attack.
Roshan, what are we looking at? 1 minute 40 seconds until he respawns. Viking in position to take it, but it's quite a way away. And you mentioned the BKBs here on the Radiant side. We've also, got the PL1, and also Lina is very close to hers. As both teams vying for control of that Roche pit. General gets a free tier 2 tower bottom because of it. Viking just looking to slowly but surely dip their toes in the water, see if they can find anybody lurking from FTM. But it's a completely different game to 10 minutes ago. Aloha Dance and Always Want to Fly 10 minutes ago were playing, I think, just in general, FTM were playing very wide map, right? They had PL down in this bottom part, they had Lina farming here, and then maybe they had the 2 supports over in this top left corner of the map, giving their lives away to try and scout out where Viking are. But now you kind of feel out where FTM are. They've got 3 heroes mid. They are grouping up very tight to make sure that when Viking find a target, everyone is there to respond in a 5v5 fight. They do jump onto General now, swashbuckle into Shield Crash, Rolling Thunder going to get channeled but cancelled.
Wrong way!
Toby still wants to go for it though. Straight in onto General. Good Yule Scepter up, and in the back of the fight, V-Tune's BKB forced out as Boom comes in with a lash, the big split earth, and the magic AoE. Soulbinder's there, and Iceberg has Laguna Blade. 2 heroes are in there. He's going to zap one down. Celery's gone, General follows, and the Soulbind back onto Toby now. Yule's up. Lashrak buys himself a little bit of time as the cast bouncing onto Always Want to Fly. V-Tune and Iceberg, they've got to get out of there, or else they're going to die to Shad. A PA with a bash off the dagger, the crit will hit, and V-Tune doppelganger away. Toby not going to give chase as the buybacks from General and this Undying look to turn around yet again onto Boom, but Essence Ring gives him so much HP along with the Bloodstone that they swing straight back into action onto the Undying. Always wanna die back. Undying not living up to his name, and a monster kill streak for Boom's Lashrak as Roshan has now respawned, and a great fight for Viking.
A perfect timing on the Roche. Like, Boom goes in with the BKB. The only ability that goes through BKB right now is like Laguna Blade. And Phantom Lancer, he's very squishy. We've seen that one. Just a dagger, hits the bash, and then 1 crit. Half HP is gone. You can't contest this Roche. So that's gonna be Cheese and Aegis. You give Cheese to your Phantom Assassin, Cheese to Lashrak. Lashrak is also zooming in spider legs on him. He didn't go for move speed talent. 12 strength feels much better. Just a tank up, and a mind breaker on Phantom Assassin. That's a big one. Like, you just silence the people with dagger.
Very nice. PL Orb of Destruction, pretty handy. But there's the full smoke from Viking. Not a half smoke, Lacoste. Not a 1/3
Full
smoke, or a
smoke,
1/5
okay.
smoke, or a 4/5 smoke, but a full 5-man smoke, Lacoste.
100% smoke. Let's see the success rate of it.
Oh, we're going to get a general down here. A Dire Outpost is going to get snagged, it looks like. Double outpost for the Radiant, just as that 10-minute marker comes around for the 30th minute.
Make my life easier.
General hiding in the trees.
He shows
Crypt
he's
Swarm
dead.
into TP, Yule Scepter. Ooh, they don't figure out where he is.
I thought that he's just gonna die. But the TP straight away, always wanna fly. Yep.
Pretty
cancel
simple
TP
pick-off.
with the ulti. Witch Doctor, look at his item belt. Like, he's going a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
Ghost Scepter to save
that.
himself, Necro Book, Veil of Discord to amplify damage of the Leshrac spells.
And then the cherry on the top, the Aghanim Scepter. Iceberg TPing out. PL gets a Mind Breaker of his own. They do have the potential to jump here. No high ground vision for Shad. They will spot out Aloha Dance. He really was considering that. He has BKB and Aegis. It looks like he'll be fine just a Phantom Strike away.
I love this build. Lina going for Refresher.
Quadruple Laguna Blade.
Laguna Blade, yep.
Hell yeah.
And you can't itemize against it. It's a pure damage. Like, I don't see anyone getting, like,
Eon Disc?
Eon Disc. Yeah, I don't think so.
Like maybe Leshkan next item instead of the Shiva's Guard, because he just finished off Boots of Travel, and Grimstroke, oh, Undying. See ya. Crit down, 1,334 off the back of that hit. Grimstroke is going for Aghanim Scepter, has it queued up, so we'll see if he is able to get that before the game ends, and have some PA illusions going around. Necro Book, units sent out to top to push out. And once
Level
again,
20
FTM.
talent on PA feels so underwhelming. -3 armor. Like, you buy a Bloodstone for 300 gold, that's -2 armor.
Yeah, it doesn't feel amazing.
About 20% weaker.
But I guess if if you start adding it all up, you like to add numbers. Deso plus the talent.
Dire's bottom tower is
Do they have a medallion or anything? They don't, right?
No.
I know Undying does. He's bought the only item he can afford is a medallion. Right now, Viking really are the shepherds and FTM the sheep being herded back into the pen. They can't escape. Viking very calmly farming in towards Greaves on Pango, making sure that they've got this top and mid lane both pushed out as they're playing off the high ground ramp on that left-hand Dire jungle. I just don't know if FTM don't want to go out of their base and leave, because that puts Lina in a position where she's in the open. Lina wants to fight where her back's against the wall. She's able to come from fog, catch people with a stun, and, well, Lina shouldn't be on the low ground, but maybe this is baited the PA in. Light Strike Array, potentially kill off the PA's first life,
they
and
kill
there
her.
it is.
Without
Okie
Laguna
dokie.
Blade.
PA, BKBs, the Soulbind connecting her with the Leshrac, so the Laguna Blade is there, down to about half HP, but they healed up a little bit. Now the rest of FTM got to consider, do they want to stick around and fight, or do they want to bail out? Because General, he's in very deep. Half HP, Soul Rip is there, but it won't be enough to get him out of this one. A self-Yules gives him a couple of seconds of respite, but the imp of the shots in the Force Staff takes him back into the fight.
I think Grimstroke put them in a very bad spot using ulti there. And then, like, Lina feels, I need to follow up. She knows that she's not gonna kill neither Phantom Assassin nor Leshrac. They're very tanky. that Prophet also forced to use ulti after that. It's just a chain reaction. Or like, yeah, we need to do something because one of our teammates used the spell. And it's a long cooldown spell which we rely on winning a team fight with.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, you know, they take the Aegis, they don't lose a tier 3, they can come out of their base a little bit. And Phantom Lancer, it doesn't feel like he's fully been answered yet. This Lesh has been doing a great job so far. But Phantom Lancer now, you know, MKB, working on the Abyssal Blade. I think potentially VTune can handle this Leshrac and the PA if he's given enough space by the rest of his team.
He needs a defensive item. Like, he has a BKB, but he also needs... It's a tough one. He was forced to get a BKB. So he's gonna be running out of slots. If he gets Abyssal Blade next, that's gonna tank him up.
This should make my
And then he can upgrade Yasha to either SNY, but I would love to see any kind of lifesteal coming out from him. Or just a heart to tank up the illusions.
Lots of decent options, but no amazing ones, right? There's the Basher. Toby. Javelin into MKB. Aramis now has... Oh, Aramis went Blink Dagger instead of Ags. Very sad. Where are Viking heading? All grouping up. Very close in on each other. General making a pretty wide sweeping move in towards Radiant Jungle, but they do have a Dar Observer Ward on high ground watching out for where Viking are. VTune gets the full push out on the bot lane. And right now, FTM are the ones out on the map doing stuff. Viking are kind of sitting, waiting, biding their time, even though they have a 12k net worth lead.
I think if Light and Moon gets the next set of items, if they get Refresher on Lina, if they get Ags on Grimstroke, they can easily come back into this game. Like, Phantom Lancer will be going for Abyssal Blade, and I don't feel that threatened what Viking will get as their next set. It's a magic actually distance plus a lifesteal. PA going for Satanic, Leshrac going for also more tanky build, just wants to be able to survive Laguna Blade or double Laguna Blade.
Oh, Roshan fast spawn coming in about 10 seconds. That's all Viking really care about right now. That's why there's a line being drawn out by that Grimstroke. We need to keep this wave, you know, at the river so we have options to get into the pit somehow. Toby TPing down bottom lane. FTM again coming out of their base with a smoke and looking to try and force a fight here, and this could be perfect timing. Toby doesn't have TP, doesn't have a way to join this fight. This could be a 5 versus 4, but Celery is in the perfect spot, holding the high ground on the ramp to pop the smoke. The Glimmer capable to get him a little bit of safety, but the dust is out. Celery shredded down. Good split earth will connect in onto the Undying, but VTune already dodged it. Boom's BKB allows him to charge forward, chasing the Lina. Iceberg has the BKB himself, so that's the ditch away from the Lina. The stun in onto VTune, the PA soloing the PL. VTune has to dash over to the side to try and catch out the Witch Doctor, but he's got a Ghost Scepter, so VTune cannot find a kill. Shredded by the PA, and boom, beyond godlike, taking out Aloha Dance. Toby now arrives in, and they've got the stun to take out General. Iceberg, 22nd pick Lina. He was kind of flamed by his team. They called him crazy, but he's the only one left alive, Lacoste.
Well, that's how it works. Your team died. Like, you're the only one who's alive. Like, you scrubs should learn how to play. Jokes aside, I saw him getting out of the fight immediately. Like, he knew the fight was over. Spell Prism, that's gonna help him a lot.
Your Shan has fallen to the Radiant.
Some extra attributes, mana region, and the cooldown reduction, very important. Also, like, if Grimstroke feels like this game might end, he should buy Point Booster right now, and then sell a 4-staff in the base, buy Aghanim Scepter. That's their, I'm gonna call it a way back into this game, because if he doesn't do it, they just lose it.
Yeah, I mean, Shad has Aegis, they've got Cheese on Lesh again, and Aghanim Scepter went over onto the Pango, so you've got that swashbuckling shield crashing little guy jumping around and doing all
General
sorts of
use
nonsense.
ulti.
Oh,
They
this is
call
called
GG.
GG.
Dire's middle tower
Okay.
is under attack.
Okay, well, that's a... Where's Lena? Lena has Refresher Orb. Go, cast your spells.
Yeah, I didn't have enough time. 10 seconds.
Sad. Sad.
This has to be one of the, most unexciting game-ending games that I've seen in quite some time. Like, they literally lost a Roche fight and went back, respawned, Undying died once again, called GG.
That was a real weird game. I guess, they're thinking the only way we win a team fight is like at the Roche pit. If we can take Aegis and Cheese, that gets us back into the game. But we're so reliant on Soulbind and this, double or quadruple Laguna Blade now up for Iceberg. And if you're unable to kill Shad and Boom with that Laguna Blade combo, then the game is just kind of over. They still had 2 Cheeses, they still had Aegis. It was pretty much a foregone conclusion there for them. Oh my goodness. What a turnaround. 39 minutes, game 2. We're going to a game 3. I wasn't thinking that was the way this was going to go. I thought Lena would have a much better game up against that Leshrac, but I think Boom, a spectacular job, went beyond godlike. 13